Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ironside cast. Me Matt. We're very free for you all here on Calais Battery again, except it's on the Eastern Front. So it's not Calais. That's good for the players. We're sent to search today. We have Kakaboo without a commander. We have Tony without a commander. And we have Italic Storm also without a commander. They'll probably pick something very soon, I'm reckoning. We're sent the Germans today. We have Lenneris as the Wehrmacht. We have Smokey straight at the gate with Panzertaktics for the Waffen-SS. And we have Funny also as the Waffen-SS without a commander. And this turns out, both sides are just moving out in their usual way at the moment. Trying to secure some grounds. We have the Storm Pioneers being rushed pretty far forwards. Not unusual to see. Wehrmacht went for Baracken first so they can get some Grenadiers out. So they've gone for Infanterie Division. Pretty decent choice. And first shot's already been fired here. Looks like the Storm Pioneers have encountered the Sabres. Sabres should not be able to win and fight, but the Storm Pioneers don't have cover anymore. They capture the point and then pull back. I think that's probably the right way to do it, but they did lose one guy doing it.
You need something built?
So they're digging in up here, so the Germans are doing much the same. We have some Storm Grenadiers coming up behind, securing ground behind them. The Wehrmacht is also sending the troops southward slowly. A little bit more methodical. We do have the Grenadiers coming up here. So it's securing more ground. Again, pretty normal so far. It's being exchanged in the north now. Doom Pioneers should win that engagement, but now we have some Fonsoviki coming up. That'll add an extra layer of firepower to the Soviet Union. As Fonsoviki not actually that bad. Especially in long firefights. They can actually get the work done if you get enough support for them. Unlike the conscripts here, we're actually suck at aiming on the long range. The Fonsoviki can generally do well. Usually on par with the other factions, main infantry by the way. So if you're playing against the Soviets, you need to actually be a little bit cautious if you encounter Fonsoviki over conscripts. Because you might be surprised how well they can dish out damage. The Germans securing ground here to send up. We have more Soviets coming up to dig in. We also have some more Fonsoviki. More professional Soviet infantry. Conscripts are being pulled back here. Down here in the south, we have the Germans trying to advance. The Wehrmacht is being somewhat aggressive, and it's actually working out. Damn! So the infantry of the Wehrmacht are actually really fighting hard today. Using cover and moving a little bit methodically here over the fields. Actually pushing back the Germans, and they're also being flanked here by some Waffen-SS. That's going to allow the Germans to secure the southern part. Yeah, the Soviets are in full retreat here. Well played here from the Wehrmacht. There's some Maxims coming up now though. But I don't think the Germans are going to be in a position to stop. They do throw a grenade. Might be a smoke grenade. It is a smoke, very good to see. Allows them to get a little bit closer, but the Soviets just pull that Maxim back. Because the Maxim can be relocated fairly easily. We have a commander from one Soviet, it's going to be Tank Destroyer from Tony. On the northern flank we just have firefights going on, we have a Maxim pulled up to support the Fonsoviki. Even the Waffen sits on the ground. DPM handed out here to one Fonsoviki squad. Reloading that record player. Oh, Funny has gone for Jäger! Now that is a fascinating choice. I want to see what he does with Jäger. That means all the Germans have their commanders. We have Infanterie, Panzer, and Jäger. Like a quick mine was laid there. And we also have Soviet commanders, I think. We have Shock, the Tank Destroyer, and we have an artillery. Damn, that's an interesting mix. We need to see how that turns out for the Soviets. Get the 600 Alf class on the field. Ace infantry available to SS Jäger. They're being equipped with a Gewehr 43 with scopes, or with a scope. So they are going to serve as marksmen here. Need to be very careful though how they position. I don't think this Doomgun is going to hold for long, so I think these Alf class probably want to pull back. Yeah, with the scopes trying to take aim, he hits a bit of cover instead. They are ace infantry, so they're pretty damn accurate, but there's only 3 of them. You have to be very careful these big engagements. Got some more heavy cover to work with here, good to see. But I don't think I can win this engagement against the EPM. We'll have to see. I certainly tried to take some shots. This is going to be very accurate with them, unfortunately. Dumpang is moving up. Yeah, Dumpang is going to die there. The heavy cover is really preventing the marksman from getting some good shots in. Then you feel the marksman rifle on an ace squad is not really actually doing its job. I would imagine an ace marksman would actually get a lot more hits in my own personal opinion. Also, we have a 48Q set up here for the Mthis next to the train station. Germans doing their best here against the Soviet Union. As the Soviets now bring up shock infantry. Very expensive but very good. These guys will be equipped with double DPM, making them have a lot of firepower to work with. Sturmgewehr being held to the Volksgrenadiers. Unique upgrade if you're playing as a rifle. Or not as rifle, as infantry division. I'm also checking out a new sound reduction or noise reduction system from Nvidia they've added over here. So I'm hoping that'll remove any background noise or any echoing that might be happening from my room. So I'm hoping that'll be noticeable. So I would like some feedback if you all can pay attention to it or notice it. Not sure the South class is doing a good job with this blast rifle. Never mind, they actually got a kill. Taking quite a while though. But slowly he's just taking shots. Ooh, Grenadiers are being overrun down here. A little bit too much automatic firepower coming their way. Managed to suppress the shock troopers and then they pull back. That's how you do it. Hitler, you have to pull back. Sturm Pioneers are pulling up. Ooh, that's a grenade. Oh, almost killed the MG team. You have a flamethrower half-track coming up. I don't think the Soviets are prepared for this. This thing will be a sudden problem. They only have a Dushka up there, which is not down here. No mind, they do have a bunker. That's not a Dushka bunker, that's a medic bunker. So if they pull up with this flamethrower half-track, they can do a lot of damage here to the Soviets. They need to act quick though. Because the more time they don't pull up with it, the more time the Soviets get to get their AT gun to the front line. So it's a quick video getting some troops, including an anti-tank rifle being upgraded. It's a great. Takes out the half-track unfortunately, but they do kill the shock troopers. The flamethrower half-track is very hard to utilize correctly. It's so vulnerable to enemy fire while still being very potent. Ooh, the mines actually managed to do something. And the Germans kill off this Maxim team. Nope, they're gonna get suppressed. They have to get out of there. They're gonna be stuck between 2 machine guns. Good job with the smoke grenade, that's gonna stop at least some of the fire. And well, both sides are trying to dig in the center here. North, the Germans need to still push up. Half class have to be careful with how they move. The pack coming out here for the Jaegers. As the artillery division is setting up across for them. And Soviet artillery can actually upgrade to get 3 extra men on their support teams. That is not an upgrade you should underestimate. That can actually add a lot of survivability to your squads. 3 extra rifles can do a lot to hold the enemy off. So I hope we did an assist gun maybe, because suddenly you'll have 6 rifles that can fire at you. A lot of extra firepower. We have a T-70 here, try to push near the center. Mortar's landing near it. We do have a sysgun here now for the shock troopers. That's what these pioneers are trying to do. Might be a Gabaldalado, but it looks like they don't pull it off. Oh, the mines were still there and destroyed the building too, damn. Those mines actually have paid a lot for themselves. That's why you need to lay a lot of mines if you're playing against the Germans. Looks like the Soviets tried to do a Fontaniki assault here, but it pushed back. Probably a machine gun or something. Lots of more smoke shells going in. It allows the Soviets to try and get some more ground. This gun uses an artillery piece, and we have a little bit of a wedge here with a mortar in it. Artillery going in here to the center. There's some basic Soviet artillery. Doesn't hit too much. Followed by this lieutenant, I think. He's 70 hitting to the southern flank again. So let's bring up more of their troops to hold the line. They have a fort headquarters set up in this little shed, which gives them a little bit more of a staying presence. And that's actually not a shed, it's more like a barn or something. Oh, we also have some penal squads coming in here for the Soviet artillery army. So the artillery gets some penal troops they can work with. Being now hand out some captured MP40s. We have a Valentine tank coming in for the center here for the Soviet Union. Lend-Lease from the British Commonwealth. But there's a lot of machine gun fire here for the center still. Hit the UF and an MG34. Excuse me. And the Volkskrieger are trying to do their best down here. Panzer IV F1 is pushing up. There's one sysgun still. Actually, there's two sysguns down here. But good use of smoke still from the Germans. Trying to clean out that Maxim. Oh, almost cleans it out. Force the Maxim to pull back. It's going out this Volkskrieger squad to get back on their feet soon. Oh, those scissors are being a problem though. You have to pull the Panzer back for repairs. The minefield is still there! And they killed the Maxim now, damn! That's why you need to invest in minefields if you're playing against the Germans. Up in the north looks on some Sturm grenadiers being pushed back by the Fonsovikian penal troopers. Artillery also going in at the Soviets now, called in by the Germans. By this Hauptmann down here, or Hauptsturmführer actually. Half class trying to do their best. Ooh, and that's a penal squad down. They are fairly cheap though, and they are kind of meant to be meat shields. Valentine tank again pushing up here. There's not a lot to stop it. Panzergrenadiers are trying to get close for a Panzerfaust. Throwing his not a Gabaldladung, a Blencorp instead to block the vision. Pikes being rolled up quickly. The Soviet infantry is preparing for another push. That Valentine has punched a little bit of a hole in the German defense. Looks like they're mostly setting up to take up firing positions. Lots of light machine gun rounds going in here from the DPMs. Down here the T-70 is still fighting. Being hit by a pack. Will that single grenadier make it? Looks like he might. Yeah, looks like the grenadier makes it. Damn, that's impressive. Probably thanks to that machine gun. Keeping a shot at the Maxim there. Both sides are suffering heavy losses there. I think the Germans are not the Germans. The Soviets are preparing for pushing the center. They have a lot of troops prepared. And the Germans are not really having a lot of things ready. So if that charge is ordered, I think the Soviets could overrun this position. They took out the machine gun team. They just need to order a charge. Artillery strikes being called in, and that's going to give the Germans time to get into positions again. Here comes the charge. Hoorah has been ordered. Grenade assault going on now. And that grenade assault is enough to force all. Oh my god! And that grenade assault was pretty bad. That's what Jay pushing up here. Support against the Valentine, forcing the Valentine back briefly. Moving on the forward headquarters up here in the north. Yeah, not to touch the church. Perhaps this Soviet commander is harboring some religious sentiment. Better not report him to Stalin. Half class are present. Buying a flare by the looks of it. Give the Germans an idea where the Soviets are. Oh, we have a second squad in the ARF class. I like that one is actually used in the ARF class. We rarely get to see Jaeger players actually use these ace guys because it's just very costly to use them. I say very, very expensive being a three-man team. Ooh, so it's gonna hit. They've been pinned down and need to get out of there. Hitler Youth being pushed to the front line here. Now on the south, the Wehrmacht and the Shock Army still having a little bit of a firefight. They need to repair this F1. There's a stormtroops on the field for the Infantry Division. One of their unique squads. I think they finally cleared the minefield with a freaking satchel charge. Or they cleared the hedge, who knows. It's fun that the little minefield they set up really paid off in the long run. Yet the center, the fighting just continues. Sturmheim is doing their best, but they're fighting a lot of squads on their own. The heavy cover is certainly helping them survive. At least for a bit. The Mortars trying to do their best here, but it's not really being enough. Here comes another Soviet charge. You have a squad of Panzergrenadiers with Sturmgewehrs nearby. Hitler Youth being pushed forwards. Down the open, they're just vulnerable. The entire squad's dead, and that's some heavy artillery coming in. Soviet Kapitan is calling in 122mm. Germans have to quickly move out of this area. And for GN, we have some Jaeger squads on the field as well. You might see the shield start coming in soon. Here they come. Yeah, if the Germans are staying there, they would be dead. That's the power of the Soviet artillery strikes. Valentine leads the way for some combat engineers, some sappers. That's for Jay has to really push up to try and help, but there's a Siscon somewhere, like there. So it's been pulled back, been pushed back again. While this is going on, the Soviets are pushing down here. The Wehrmacht is having issues keeping the Soviets at bay down here. With a Panzer IV H in the field. The Stormtroopers are almost ready to move out again, I think. Actually are ready to move out, they've just not been ordered to do so. Yeah, there's too much automatic fire. These Pioneers can't really get fire without being suppressed. Here comes the Panzer IV H. The Siscons are not pointing to face it. It's moving very quickly, and then allows the F1 to push up. Very smart there. Then they use anti-infantry grenades. Or just use the machine guns. They use the machine guns. And this allows the Germans to push back the Soviets here, I think. That's a central charge. Takes out the F1. Well, the Soviets are quickly sending some troops down to try and stop this. That's a lot of Fonzwiki coming this way. Rain being tossed inside the trench, at least near it. We use some anti-infantry grenades from the tank. Panzer IV H is really having to deal with a lot on its own here. And these Soviets have been upgraded with improved anti-tank grenades. So they will be magnetic and have a higher chance to hit the tank. I think that might be that Panzer IV. Oh, cabin burning! And there it goes. Soviets have completely overrun the southern flank here. The Germans need to recuperate in some capacity. Not looking good for the Wehrmacht, but here we have a Panzer IV J battle group being prepared. I think southwards to try and counter this advance. No, not enough munitions though. They have no machine guns on top. They lack vision on the top, but I guess that Pioneer Squad will have to do. That's 3 Panzer IVs all of a sudden. I don't think the Infantry are prepared for that. Mthis guns have been remanned though. In the north, the Soviets are slowly pushing up again. We have a KVA flamethrower tank. I don't think the Jaegers are prepared for dealing with that. When I think it's close, that's going to be a really big problem. Yeah, the Germans already realized they're in big trouble. The KVA decides to have cold feet despite having a flamethrower. With this going on, the Panzer IV J is holding down here. I'm happy to equip with machine guns now on top. Or at least one has. Panzer are dying in throes because of it. We have another Panzer IV, we have another unit of stormtroopers. Panzer IVs have to decide where they want to engage. That was getting close here. The stormtroopers are not being equipped with anything specific. So they only use their Kar-98s. Decent grenade, doesn't kill any of them though. That's 3 Cis guns. The Panzer IV has to be careful near them. Maybe it still haven't made its advance yet. The Panzer IV Js are ready for an assault. There's not any scissors in the center here. I don't think the Soviets can stop these Panzer IVs. Here they come. They've activated Blitzkrieg. We're gonna drive forwards. These officers have nothing I can really stop them. Yeah, it's not looking good for the Soviet Union here. The Panzer IVs have suddenly managed to push through. There is a Cis gun, and more Cis guns also being rolled north. But the Soviets are losing out their officer corps. Now the Panzer IVs can just punch through. Punch through and get behind the Soviets and do all the damage they can do. Do the old Blitzkrieg, as they say. Because if you can just push through with the Germans and get behind enemy lines with their tanks before the enemy has time to react, you're basically doing a Blitzkrieg. But it looks like the Panzer IVs are going to pull back for repairs instead. But it's allowed the German infantry to secure more ground. Jaegers and stormtroopers on the field here. They're bringing in this German machine gun team. This is going to be used as artillery up close here. Ladung. Damn, and a good one at that. Almost killed the squad. But it does force the stormtroopers to pull back. One mine's being laid quickly. Jaegers almost dead here. There's a T-34. Jaegers are dead. KVA is pushing up. It's burning down the train station. It's threatening the German back line. There's still Panzer IV to try and stop it. It's being stunned, and there it goes. Soviets are somewhat in a bad spot, but they are also able to make a comeback quickly. Soviets can get a lot more units on the field, and Jaegers now transitioning into Panthers. Now that could be a problem for the Soviet Union. A very big problem. Panzer IVs are still on the move here. Lots of Panzer IVs. They have a very big Kampfgruppe already. Now with the Jaegers soon on the field, the Panther Jaegers soon on the field, that's going to be really potent. Because the Panthers are going to be very hard for them to deal with unless they get something like an IS-2. You do see a very big artillery gun being... Not very big. But an artillery gun being set up here by the Soviets. They have a bigger one. That's just the 122mm. They also have the 152mm. Oh, the Panzer IVs are doing an assault here. They need to clear out that Mthis gun quick. And there's also a Mthis up there. And this is why you need to get those 3 extra men on these Mthis guns. They can really help them survive a lot longer. Jesus, they're just pushing through! Panzer IV is cleared out. Panzer IV is being quite aggressive, I like to see it. Panzer IVs have taken some losses, they have to pull back now, I think. But here comes the Panther and another Panzer IV-H. I feel the Jays have to just pull back now. But they were used pretty well as a battering ram here, just hammering the Soviet lines. The Soviets are just bringing out more infantry trying to and drown them. Mthis gun's also getting some good shots in. But the Panthers are on the field now, 2 of them. And that's going to be very hard for the Soviets to deal with. They're being fired here towards the German fort headquarters. The Soviets are lacking in things that can easily damage the Panthers. Unless they turn and show their ass. Like the Mthis guns do not have a good enough high penetration chance against the front of a Panther. Panther's front is pretty well sloped. None of Panzer IV goes down to an artillery piece there. Panzer is on the flank there, but it's not enough. Well, the south, the Soviets are just taking in as the Wehrmacht is not having enough to really push through. They're getting more Panzer IV-Hs though. The Panthers are gonna have to figure out where they want to go. We have an IS-2 on the field. Super heavy Soviet tank that's meant to break through. Very good at breaking through infantry formations and fortified locations. And also load an AP round to deal with a German tank. I think this is the most heavily armored tank on the Allied roster. It might be a Churchill Orion with a little bit more armor, but I think, in general, this is the most heavily armored one. Able to stand toe-to-toe with King Tigers and Tigers sometimes. Quite a scary vehicle, actually, because of that. Panthers just breaking through things. Oh! Since I managed to get a penetrating shot. We'll force the Panther back for repairs. Looks like the Soviets are preparing for another push, shaking up one more infantry. They do also have an SU-100 in the field. This can deal with a Panther pretty well. 100mm gun can punch through that armor. Down here the IS-2 is just waiting around. Players are flying overhead, giving the Germans an idea what's going on. So it's also laid mines. They are prepared in advance this time. IS-2 pulls up. The Panzer IV-Hs are not going to want to have to fight this thing. I don't really think they have the means of fighting it. At the very least, I don't think so. So, you never know. Panzer is throwing some grenades here. Just a little bit of a grenade assault. They're trying to start it off, so they actually did force the Captain to stop and move. That's good. That's going to buy the Germans some time. Well, the ranging shots are still coming in. But those are just the ranging shots. Also some SS Fallschirmjägers down the field. Down here the oh! Looks like a shot hit the IS-2. Oh! It might stop the Hauptmann. Hauptmann's trying to do some kind of artillery strike. Ooh! Turret has been jammed on the IS. That's the most opportune time to get close. And this Panzer IV is going for it. And they actually take out the IS! Good job, Panzer IV. Oh, damn! Mines take almost clear out one of the Panzer IV, so fragmentation range being used here. Because if you don't upgrade your panzers with smoke canisters, they can use fragmentation canisters. Which is really good if you get close to the enemy infantry, the enemy infantry gets close to you. Like we see that. Pretty damn powerful ability for the German tanks to have. You really dissuade the enemy infantry from being too close to them. But if you replace it with smoke grenades, obviously you cannot do that. The smoke grenades allow you to get out in the pinch. Let's get Baldeladung. That clears out that trench, but they die for it. But the Panzer force up overrun the position. After this is also trying to supplement here. Looks like a demo charge will be prepared by this haystack just in case. That's a Tiger tank. Ooh, yeah, suddenly the Germans have a lot more to work with. Tiger tank is going to be a little bit of a problem. HE-100 has to work overtime today. It's a very hard thing to maneuver, but it has a very good gun. You also need to stand still to fire this thing. It's not accurate on the move at all. Takes out the Panzer IV. And now needs to try and force that Tiger away. Pretty good game so far. Lots of action. That's a lot of scissors. I guess they are prepared for those Panthers again. Are there any mines? I don't see any mines. You also 152mm howitzer now. Soviets are going all in on the big artillery this time. Which will certainly hurt the Germans. Like fighting in this area. The Germans need to push somewhere. The longer they stay back, the more the Soviets are just going to shell them into oblivion. Ooh, that issue one has to be careful. Ooh, did not penetrate, but neither did the Tiger. Ooh. Who's gonna cave first? Looks like the Tiger that gets another shot off. HE-100 is down. And the HE-100 being prepared, but the German Panzers are gonna take advantage of the fact they now have an opening. With high explosive walls kills all the shock troopers there. The IS-2 being prepared. The Soviets are gonna enter panic mode soon. We do see some Mthis being airdropped here for the artillery division, but they're the only ones really holding. The rest of the line down here is just collapsed into the German Panzers. German infantry is coming up behind to support the tanks. They're trying to bang an IS-2 coming out and we'll save them, but we'll see what it does. There's some tank destroyer guards coming out now, unique to tank destroyer. Can use anti-tank grenade assaults and the capture panzer posts. They can also sneak, which makes them a little bit unique for guard infantry. Usually guard infantry cannot sneak around. Although they're sprinting at the moment, which means they cannot sneak while doing that. Here comes the Germans though. Tiger tank and Panther clearing out things. There we go, now they're sneaking. If they can get close to a tank with an anti-tank grenade assault, they can take it out very quickly. They have been spotted though, there's an Alf class somewhere. Yeah. You spot them. Using a capture Panzerfaust. Who get that off on the Panther, but the Panther's too heavily armored. And they retreat towards the barn. Oh no! They didn't even activate the barn as a retreat point. Oh no, that's very bad. Especially in this situation. They're ready to take down the barn now. Shock troopers are just being suppressed here by the MT-42. IS-2 is on the field now. Another HE-100. Will it be enough to save them? The Soviet Northern Front is still holding. But it's time to thin it out with some things to try and relocate to the center. The Germans have gotten very much around the flanks here. Tony's all the way down to just conscripts and the Capitan. Capitan's about to die. There's just going to be conscripts soon. Of course, the HE-100. Takes out the Panther. Ammo cooked. IS-2 pushes up now. Panzerstrike arms Storm Pioneers. Gets a good Panzerstrike on the SU-100, but he gets hit by the IS-2. The SU has to pull back for repairs. But the Germans are just pushing up with the infantry now, as they have just the opening to get through. If they can get to this point and cut it off, I think one of the commanders actually have closed the pocket. I'm pretty confident that... oh shit, yeah. Jaeger has closed the pocket. He doesn't have the munitions at the moment. If they can rush up to that point and decapture it, they can completely wipe out the North and the Soviet force. I think they're going for it. And the Panzers just need to keep pushing. And they get in that point decaptured. I don't think the Panzers can decapture unless they activate something specific. He doesn't have anything to decapture it yet. But if they can decapture that point, they can do close to pocket and end this. This going on, the IS-2 is fighting against the Tiger down here. That's the SU-100 for support. Hamper quickly rushing up. Needs something to decapture the point. They're actually going for the Soviet base now. That's a KV-8. They're now threatening the Soviet base. Might be an opening for the German infantry to get on the point. And they put a smoke on the point. I think he was expecting the German infantry to get onto the point there. Decapture it. But if they can decapture it, as I said, they can do close to pocket. But it doesn't look like they're communicating enough for that. That's it, they are threatening the Soviet base. That's a lot of AT guns now being turned around. There we go, their fighting fingers are going for it. They don't have enough munitions for it yet. But if they wait just a little bit, they will have. Yeah, another smoke grenade. Yeah, now they just have to wait. He needs to activate close to pocket. If funny, yeah, close to pocket is happening. So now, all the Soviets up here just gonna get bit bombed to hell. All their cut-off points. Oh! Oh, that just wiped out in seconds. And that's the Northern Soviet force just completely decimated. That's the potency of close to pocket, everyone. Yeah, what a massacre. What a massacre indeed. There's nothing up here but a few bunkers to try and keep the Germans at bay now. Italic Storm lost practically everything. Now allows the Germans to just march in and take the points. The Soviets are not out yet, they're still trying to fight, but I don't think it's gonna last much longer at this point. As the Germans bring up more panzers. IS-2 doing his best to try and keep all the Germans at bay here. IS-1 round fails to do any damage there. Panzer Voigt is just assaulting. Trying to encircle the IS-2. One goes down. IS-2 doing his best to try and keep the Germans at bay. Another SU-100 present.
A squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
And the Soviets do anything at this point? Hard to tell. Yeah, it looks like the Soviets surrender at this point. The Germans win this engagement. Pretty damn good match. That closed the pocket in the end, I think, really solved everything for the Germans. Alright. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.